All right, everyone, welcome back to episode 6. This is season 2 of the Los Angeles Angels rebuild. We have simmed a month in, so we have simmed all the way through August. Trying to get to the top of how everything's looking. Just a review on the team stats and things like that. As you can see in the top right corner, we're a 19-5 team. TU has been really good for us with a 1.78 ERA. Um, Really wishing he didn't have that team opt out right now, the way he started. As you know, it's early in the season, though. We'll see how he finishes out. Really um, excited about his potential. I'm hoping that he doesn't opt out, but I have a feeling he might. Otani's been really good this year, which is really good to see. Um, he's batting 264, 8 home runs, 20 RBIs, as you guys can see there, and he's been really good from the mound. Trout is a little worrisome with a 193. It's early in the season. Hopefully he'll pick it up. O'Neal Cruz has turned it around a little bit. He was batting 185 at the beginning of the season. Now he's at a 229. Uh, Jordan Diaz has done everything that I thought he would do. I would like it to be a little higher on the average, but a 270 average from our first baseman. He's on pace for a 20 and 101 RBI season. Um, Would like his OBP to be just a little higher, but he's been really good for us. I can't really complain too much about what he's done for us through the short little span that we have had him for only 24 games. He's been really solid for us. Matt McLean is doing what I wanted him to do, and that's really good to see. Edwin Arroyo is having again another decent year, and then Dylan Dingler is doing what we need him. What we need him. I can speak today, can I, guys? Dylan Dillinger is doing what we need him to do this year, and that's really all we need. I just need somebody to hit above the Mendoza line at catcher with really good defense to give our pitching staff a better ERA. And as you can tell, that is working. We're first in stolen bases, isn't too surprising. Oh, Ruiz has been really good for us, a 342 OBP. As you can see, he's pacing for a 61 stolen base season. He probably could have more than that if I went game by game and played as him. Um, Off camera, I keep saying I'm gonna get some of these dudes some more offers. We're gonna do that off camera after we get done with this. Ryan Presley has been really good, as you can see, with a 169. The bullpen has been really solid. Our base running is seventh, which isn't that great, but it's okay. We're towards the top in every statistical category for hitting, so that's good. And then pitching, we are first place in everything. Our zone rating is second. We're tied for fourth with errors. So we've been really good, as you guys can tell. Just a really good start to the season. Just to give a quick overview on some of our better players down in the minor league system. SA has improved a little bit according to our scout. I'm thinking we're going to see him before the end of the season. Before the end of the season in the major leagues. I just don't know where yet, but I am excited about what the 23-year-old is doing down in AAA. Jalen Beeks has been really good, but we're going to kind of cover some of the younger guys. Bryce Miller, a 25-year-old who is probably going to be a bullpen guy. I don't think he will start for us. I do like his stuff, but his movement's just not high enough for me to start him. And he hasn't been amazing down in AAA. He hasn't been bad, but he's not blowing me away in AAA. Mason Miller, who I'm going to just say is his cousin. We see that Miller, I think, is another bullpen arm. As you guys can see, we have a lot of guys who are borderline bullpen starters, but they just don't have enough movement for me. These guys will probably be trade pieces, honestly. Looking for guys that have movement. I think that's really all I care to cover in AAA. Double A, um, HN. You guys can tell I'm great at pronouncing foreign names, huh? It's been really good in Double A. I like his personality. Everything is green, which is good to see. Um, I just need him to just improve a little bit more before I give him the call up to Triple A. But I do like what I've seen from him down in Double A in this short stint. Spencer Argetti or Arrogati, probably Arrogati. I do think this guy can start for us. He has no stats to start the season, which is kind of concerning. meaning the AAA team sent him down, and he wasn't good in AAA. So we'll see if he can do a little better in AA. He has been struggling a little bit. Might be another guy that we look to flip. Just hasn't performed the way we wanted him to. Guzman hasn't been terrible. We need him to step it up a little bit. Like I said, just going to try to go over some of the bigger prospects in the system that are actually on a decent level. Luis here has been pretty solid actually as a minor league international free agent signing in 2023. Again, this is probably another guy that we'll look to trade most likely, but it looks like he's going to end up being a pretty solid player. But I don't need solid players right now. As you can see, the major league team's pretty good. We do need to replenish the minor league system just a little bit. Samuel Zavala, I think, is going to turn into a pretty decent player. He has honestly played well enough to earn a call up with a 138 OPS plus. We will give him a little more time and see how he does. He says he's very unhappy. I'm trying to get him through the system as fast as possible, but I do have to be a little realistic with it. I can't just push him through, even if he's upset if he's not ready. So I can't do that. Soto's potential has went down after we got him scouted, but we got him for nothing. So hasn't been great. He still has the ability to be a decent third baseman at the major league level right now. We'll see what happens to him the rest of the season. Nelson Rada. It's actually been pretty good. He actually probably has deserved a call up here. We'll send him to high A, let him play in high A ball with Zavala. Maybe they'll become happier. I think I'm about done looking through the minor leagues, guys. Just bear with me for one more second as we try to get the rookie league guys pulled up here. They haven't started yet. I just kind of checking on development and see if there's anyone who I think can play at the higher level. Not really. Not yet, anyway. All right, guys. So that's a review of August. We will be back at the end of May unless we make a trade or something, which I might look around to do, and I might look around to do some contract extensions. But we will be right back. All right, guys. We're back. As you can see, we're on June 2nd, 36 and 15. Cooled down a little bit after the first month again. The same as pretty much the same repeat as season one. We made moves today. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. It's all right though. As you can see, Otani has been really good this year. TU's been really good this year. Clark Smith's been okay. Nabel Chris Matt has been good. Matt Brash has been okay for a fifth starter. Sorry, guys. Just looking at something on my stream um on my recording software. You see, Jordan Davis has had a decent season. Matt McLean has had a pretty decent season. He's on day to day. Trout's average is coming up a little bit, but I'm still a little worried. Otani's been good again. Acuna's been good. Ruiz has been really good this year. This could be another one where we have another left fielder that has a really good year, and we flip him for a better player, which is what we did with when we took Dylan Carlson. We traded for Ruiz and Diaz. Um, we might try to move O'Neal Cruz out of here at some point. We're still trying to look for deals for him. because I don't think he's part of the future, but he has been solid. Edwin Arroyo has been really solid for us. We know we have him on a long-term contract, which is good to see him playing well. And then Omar Narvaez, who we called up from AAA. We traded Dylan Dillinger while you guys were gone, and this has been a really good find for us, Omar Narvaez, off the free agent signing. So that's been really good to have. As you can see, the bullpen has been really good so far. We just caught up Miguel and John Adon we traded for from Tampa. I'm going to show you some of the moves we made. As you can tell, the lineup is a little different, but not much. Um, the rotation's the same. The pitching staff is the same. Yeah, guys. So we made some big trades for some prospects. Um, we'll first cover Mark Ventos, who Mets were extremely low on, and I don't know why. He's struggling a little bit defensively in AAA, but his bat is playing really well for us. I know he wants to be playing in the majors. We're going to see if he can turn it around a little bit. So I'm really looking forward to see what he can do, and can't wait to show you guys what I gave up for this guy. We gave up Dylan Dingler, who we were willing to give up because we've got depth at catcher, and then Evan Armstrong, two-star player, highest possible. That's what we gave up for a 4.5-star player. So even if he stays in AAA and we end up trading him as a trade piece, then I don't care. We're still gonna get massive value out of picking this guy up. Somebody's gonna want him eventually. We will leaving him in AAA to let him rebound a little bit. So we see that. Second move we made, we picked up Jackson Murrell or Merle. I think it's Murrell. Who I love this guy's personality. He's humble. I love that too. I think he's going to be a really good second baseman for us. He's almost major league ready. I'm not ready to call him up yet. I want to see what he can do in AAA for us. After we see that, we will consider calling him up after we see him in AA for a little while. Oh no, he's in AAA. After we see him in AAA for a little while, we'll see if we want to call him up or not. Oh yeah, I didn't show you guys what we got for him or how we traded with San Diego. We traded for Austin Nola, uh, Cabrera Reaver, who we've already traded and flipped, and Zach Quinn, a prospect, really young guy. So we see that, so that's good. Looking forward to seeing what he did. What we had to give up, we gave up SA. Um, I don't like having to give him up, but if you guys will see where I'm coming from, his ERA was a 5.45. I got him on a minor league contract for 3 million on a minor league contract with a major league option. They've got him in rookie ball right now. I don't think his stuff plays for me at this point. So I took him. I traded him for something that I thought we could use. I think Jackson Moreno is going to be the best second baseman in baseball here pretty shortly. I don't think this is a bad move at all for us. I think this is a really balanced player, a guy who can hit, decent running, good defense. This will be a really probably our long-term second baseman. Cade Hunter we traded for as well. We got him from Cincinnati. Still trying to figure out where we're going to play him at. Got him, Cam Collier, who I think this is a big find for us at third base. Look at the arm, high work ethic. I think he's going to reach his potential here. It's 4.5 of a potential. OSA has him at 5. As you guys look with me at the scouting, you would say Cam Collier, usually when I see him, he doesn't really turn into much, which I was worried about when I first started. And then I realized that his stuff kept getting bumped. So I'm going to take a gamble on him. I don't know if he turns into something or not, but he's the 36th ranked prospect. I got him for him and Cade Hunter, who I think should be a top prospect too, in my opinion. I don't understand why he's not. Mike Burrows, we traded for from the Pirates. This is a trade that we made. I love this guy's stuff, by the way. Um, we brought in Carlos Cespedes, who we released on the spot. We didn't need him. Ramon Perez, who I thought was okay. Buddy Kennedy, who I thought was all right. Cal Mitchell, who again, you see a lot of guys that I think are trade pieces down the road. Dominic Fletcher, who's already gone. Uh, Blake Seaball, who I've seen turn into a beast, so that's why I picked him up. Torres, uh, Verhagen, Santos here again, and we just traded a bunch of nobodies except for Nestor Cortez, who we traded for from New York. By we got him for we salary dumped, and they topped up Cortez on the salary dump. So we took Cortez and flipped him for something. Is what happened. If you see, we gave up Manuel Margot and Randy Rosarina for Cortez, and then we flipped them for all those guys plus a bunch of guys who weren't going to start for us. So, but I love picking up Burrows out of that. So it was worth it for me. I like his stuff. I think this guy can be really good for us. Um, is there anyone else I'm missing that I traded for? I don't think there's anyone else I want to cover here. All right, guys, I'm gonna sim all the way through June, and then we will stop with a recap unless something else happens. All right, guys, we're back. July 2nd. As you can see, we're keeping it consistent. We're still playing really well. If you would look at the lineup, you can see that Jackson Morrell is up playing second base. You'll see that Mark Ventos is up playing first base. Is Trout healthy now? Trout's healthy now. He was down for 3 days. We've been hit by a little bit of the injury bug. Show you guys real quick. We've been hit by the injury bug. Clay Holmes went down. Um, but Brian Abreu came back when Clay Holmes went down, so that was good. I kind of replaced him pretty much, honestly. He's doing really good. See that we're 53 and 25. First year player draft is on the 11th. Let's look at the draft poll. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this episode. We're gonna look at the draft poll. We're gonna look at the draft poll with you guys. Real quick, just some players. Get an idea of what we're gonna do here. Well, if we're doing personality draft, Chase Mobley is the guy that we would take. Is Chase Mobley gonna be at pick 32? Probably not. Drew Hackenberg. Not terrible. Chase Mobley's the best guy. Obviously, Blake Larson might be somebody that we think about grabbing. Bailey Thornton may not be bad. This draft pool's not look good for pitchers, boys. Not at all. Let's see Steven Brooks there. Chase Burns may be an option, but that's just not. Don't have a filter on. This is really disappointing from. Man, y'all, my thing's acting so weird lately. Like, my OTP won't click down. Like, look what I'm talking about. It's just so weird. I don't get why it's so weird. Man, that guy looks really good. I like Drew Downs, but he ain't gonna be there for us. Let's be honest. We're 32 or the 32nd pick. We ain't gonna get Tommy White either. It's good to see what he looks like. We won't see him. Peyton Stovall, I'm not gonna see. I like his stuff though. Well, boys, I don't really see. We're gonna have to get creative in this draft. Boy, man, this is looking bad. I have to get creative to in this draft because it's not a good draft. That's for sure. This is the potential. This ain't good. So this is what it's gonna look like. I'm not gonna look at players, guys. If we're being honest, we'll be lucky to get Will Taylor and or Broswell, which is probably neither gonna happen. But yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching episode 6 of season 2. As you can see, again, we're having a good start of the year so far. Built the system up a little bit more. I think we're heading in the right direction to be a dominant team for years to come. You can see the minor league system is starting to stack a little bit. We've still got to make moves. We've still got to get players smartly. We have to draft well, and we're gonna have to hit our international free agent marketing. It's like no one's business for us to be successful where we're sitting at right now as the team. We're gonna keep getting players to play well for us and flipping them. I'm hoping Mark Ventos turns into a guy that we can flip. So I will see you guys next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night. I will see you in the next one. Peace.